Hey guys, for this trick, I'm going to first just have the spectator give the deck a shuffle, just like this. Okay, so now what I do is I'm just going to ask the spectator to anywhere they want just to cut the cards. So they give the deck a cut. Now, I'm just going to ask them to choose either packet for themselves and one for me. And so we have two packets. And I'm just going to shuffle up my packet, and the spectator at the same time can shuffle up his packet. Now we have two packets. I say to the spectator, okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Look, I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then when I'm done, you can do the same thing. So what we're first going to do is just cut the cards, just like that, to a random card in the deck. And so my card is the ace of clubs, and I'm going to put the card face down right there. And so then I say to the spectator to do the same thing, to cut the cards to a random card and to flip it over and then to put it face down just like that. So I'm going to take the spectator's card and put it into my pile, just like that, and I'm just going to push it in, and then I ask the spectator to do the same thing and just to push that card right into the deck. And then we put the two piles together just like that. And now all we have to do is just wave my hand over the deck and snap twice, one for each card. And you can see just like that, I actually got both cards to flip over in the deck. Okay guys, now I'm going to be explaining how to do this trick. Okay. So how we're going to do this trick is like this. We are going to start by having the spectator shuffle the deck, and then separate the deck into two piles. Okay, so then just have them choose a pile. It doesn't matter. So they have one pile, and we have the magician has one pile. So now what we're going to do, you say you can just shuffle over your packet, whatever. Okay, and then they shuffle up theirs, and then we say we're going to cut the cards to a random card. You can just have them pick a card. But however you do it, make sure that you do it before they do it. So you're going to cut your cards, and they're not going to touch theirs yet. Then you're going to get a break below the top two cards of the deck. Okay. Then you say, so my card, and you're going to do a double lift, flip over the top two cards of the deck. My card is the king of diamonds. Now, the way I usually time it is this. So I flip the card over so they can see it. I say my card when the card is face up. So when they see king of diamonds, they hear my card. And then when they see the card, I say king of diamonds. So that way it reinforces the idea that this card right here is the king of diamonds. And then I say I put it down. Now I'm going to ask them to do the same thing. And the reason I want to do it before they do it is so that I can do a little secret move while they're doing that. And it's a perfect distraction, so I'm going to bring it off away from my body, the packet of cards. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip over. So this is what you're basically going to do is flip over the top card, which is the king of diamonds, which I think is right there. Put it on the bottom and flip over the packet. And now the way I do this quickly is I do like a sort of like a Cardini card change like this sort of, and then I drag it underneath so it becomes face up on the bottom of the deck, and then I just flip over the deck. And no one ever has noticed when I do this, when I'm doing this for a person, an actual person, because they're busy flipping over their cards and cutting the deck. And so it's the perfect distraction. So now you're going to come back out with the cards like this. Now, a lot of the time when people have one card facing one way and the rest of the cards facing a different way, they'll hold the deck really, really squared up so that no one can see anything. Hold it loosely, because like when you're usually holding a deck, you usually don't flash like the backs. So this looks more natural than all squared up like this. Just sort of hold it naturally. Like this, okay? And then you're going to take their card, flip it over, and say your nine of diamonds, put it in the middle of the deck, leave it sticking out a little bit, and then push it clearly into the middle of the deck. Okay, and then ask them to do the same thing with your card. But now a lot of the times I'll just say, here, now you put it in somewhere, and I'll continue holding this card so that they don't like look at the card, because I've had people just look at the card as they're putting it in, and they realize it's a different card, and that's kind of strange. And now the last thing that you have to remember to do is just to do this. Just to, you can even just have them put down their packet, and then you can say, okay, put it down, and then you can say, okay, I'll square it up like that. As you're doing that, you're doing a turnover of this packet, just like that, and then take this packet, and then put it right on top. And now, if you've done everything correctly, and you haven't forgotten any steps, the two cards that were selected, the 9 and the king, will now be face up in the middle of the deck. So, guys, I hope you liked this video. Hopefully you learned something. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a great day.